Every time she made a mention to hip-hop culture, it was something that was wrong with it. And it was something that was on my CD that was the largest debut in hip-hop album.
And people get caught up in the illusion of Hollywood. People really get caught up in this.
From the outside, Oprah Winfrey has always seemed like one of the untouchable icons of our time. A powerhouse of positivity with a legacy built on compassion, philanthropy, and inspiring millions. But what if there's a side to Oprah that the public has never seen? A side that's been whispered about in hushed tones behind the scenes of Hollywood's gilded curtain? A side that, thanks to a few brave voices like Katt Williams, might finally be coming to light? Buckle up, because this isn't the Oprah you thought you knew.
If there's brilliance in that, then I'm appreciative to that, and I'm trying to be a brilliant person, not a brilliant comedian.
Katt Williams, never one to shy away from revealing the underbelly of the entertainment industry, has long hinted at the darker side of Hollywood. But recently, he's turned his sharp wit and unfiltered honesty toward Oprah herself, and what he's saying has left jaws on the floor. According to Williams, Oprah's squeaky clean image is nothing more than a carefully curated facade, and the stories he's telling suggest a pattern of behavior that's far from the queen of daytime TV persona she's been selling for decades. Williams has hinted at a level of manipulation and control that Oprah allegedly wields behind the scenes. While her public image is all about empowerment and giving people a voice, Williams suggests that in private, Oprah might be more interested in silencing those who don't fit her narrative. He's painted her as someone deeply entrenched in the power structures of Hollywood, someone who knows exactly how to play the game to maintain her iron grip on her empire. Think about it. How does someone rise to the pinnacle of global fame and influence without getting their hands dirty? Williams seems to be saying that Oprah's climb to the top wasn't as clean as she'd like us to believe.
All lies will be exposed, that's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
And then there are the stories of her alleged conflicts with other celebrities. For years, rumors have swirled about Oprah's strained relationships with certain high-profile figures, and Katt Williams is here to fan the flames. Do you remember her infamous clash with Mo'Nique? The comedian and actress accused Oprah, alongside Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels, of blackballing her in Hollywood after she refused to bend to their demands during the awards campaign for the film Precious. Mo'Nique's allegations were explosive, claiming that Oprah's actions directly impacted her career. And while Oprah stayed mostly silent on the matter, Mo'Nique's accusations never really went away. Williams has suggested that this wasn't an isolated incident, but part of a broader pattern of Oprah using her influence to control the narrative and protect her interests.
Tell her.
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments.
But the Mo'Nique saga is just the tip of the iceberg. Over the years, other celebrities have raised their eyebrows at Oprah's behavior. Cindy Crawford, for example, once recounted an awkward moment during an interview when Oprah pushed her into a conversation about her body that felt invasive and uncomfortable. Critics say this was part of a larger trend, where Oprah's interviews occasionally crossed a line, probing too deeply into personal matters for the sake of sensationalism. Sure, it made for great TV, but at what cost to the people sitting across from her?
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories.
And then there's the matter of Oprah's alleged manipulation of public narratives. Williams has hinted that Oprah has been known to pick winners and losers in Hollywood, using her platform to elevate certain individuals while quietly sidelining others. This isn't a new accusation, it's been whispered about in industry circles for years. Some have even suggested that Oprah's immense influence has allowed her to act as a gatekeeper, deciding who gets to succeed and who doesn't. And when someone dares to cross her, well, let's just say the consequences can be career-ending.
Bullies in this business. And the bullies are so used to being bullies, they don't understand when somebody bite back.
Right.
Not bark back, they bite back.
Right.
What stands out about Katt Williams' claims is how personal they are. This isn't just some conspiracy theory cooked up on the internet. Williams is speaking from his own experiences. He's been in the room, he's seen the way Hollywood operates, and he's not afraid to call it like he sees it. He's even shared stories of times when he's been approached or pressured to play along with the industry's games, and his refusal to do so has made him something of an outsider. But that outsider status gives him a unique perspective, and he's using it to shine a light on the things most people are too scared to talk about.
But the truth is, In 20 years, I never been on a commercial audition in my life. Like, I never let my tour get sponsored when I was broke.
Williams' revelations about Oprah suggest that she's not just a bystander in Hollywood's power games, but an active participant. He's painted a picture of someone who knows how to manipulate situations to her advantage, whether it's controlling narratives, maintaining her public image, or ensuring her influence remains unchallenged. And while these claims are shocking, they also raise uncomfortable questions about how much of Oprah's legacy is built on genuine goodwill, and how much is a carefully constructed act.
Have y'all spoke after this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have anything against Oprah.
You just called her a
I'm gonna tell you why.
You named your dog Oprah, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
But perhaps the most damning aspect of Williams' allegations is the suggestion that Oprah's public persona is a shield, one that's been used to deflect criticism and maintain her untouchable status. Think about it. Oprah has spent decades building a brand that's synonymous with trust and authenticity. She's the person who gives away cars, builds schools, and champions causes. But if even a fraction of what Williams is saying is true, it suggests that there's a far more complicated and far less flattering story behind the scenes. And let's not forget the broader implications of these allegations. If someone as powerful and beloved as Oprah could be involved in the kinds of manipulations and power plays that Williams is describing, what does that say about the rest of Hollywood? Williams has long hinted that the entertainment industry is rife with corruption, with deals made in back rooms and careers decided by people pulling strings behind the scenes. Oprah, it seems, might not just be a player in this game, she might be one of its architects.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know.
Of course, Oprah isn't the only celebrity who's faced accusations of this nature, but what makes Williams' claims so compelling is the way they challenge everything we thought we knew about her. For years, she's been seen as a beacon of hope and inspiration, a rags-to-riches story that embodies the American dream. But Williams' revelations suggest that the reality might be far more complicated and far less inspiring. As Williams continues to share his insights, it's clear that he's not just targeting Oprah as an individual, but as a symbol of the larger issues within Hollywood. His allegations raise uncomfortable questions about power, privilege, and the price of fame. And while Oprah has yet to respond to these claims, the fact that someone as outspoken and fearless as Williams is calling her out suggests that this conversation is far from over. The real bombshell, though, is what Williams hints at next. Because according to him, Oprah's alleged manipulations and power plays don't just stop with controlling narratives or sidelining critics. There are whispers of something much darker, something that links her to some of the most shocking and controversial scandals in recent memory. And if what Williams is hinting at is true, it could change everything we thought we knew. Not just about Oprah, but about Hollywood itself.
This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly.
So what exactly is Katt Williams alluding to? What are these deeper, darker connections that he's teasing? And how does it all tie back to the explosive allegations surrounding another Hollywood heavyweight, Sean Diddy Combs? Stay tuned, because the next chapter is where things really start to unravel.
Not do this alone. Do you foresee that there could be other charges related to this case?
I'm not taking anything off the table.
No one wants him mentioned.
So just when you thought the drama couldn't get any juicier, here's where things take an even darker turn. The connection between Oprah Winfrey and Sean Diddy Combs has been whispered about for years, but now those whispers are getting much, much louder. With Diddy's life unraveling in the public eye thanks to his recent legal troubles, people are starting to wonder if Oprah's name could be tied to some of the shocking allegations surrounding him. Could it be that Hollywood's golden queen and one of its most controversial figures have more in common than we ever imagined? Let's dive into this tangled web of accusations, secrets, and yes, some truly eyebrow-raising claims.
A U.S. judge has ruled that the rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs will stand trial on federal trafficking and racketeering charges in May. He'll be held in prison until then. Sean Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges that he used his business empire to transport women and male workers across state lines to take part in recorded performances. If convicted, he could face a life sentence.
Now, Sean Diddy Combs has always been a magnet for controversy, right? From his days dominating the charts with Bad Boy Records to his infamous industry feuds, Diddy's name has been synonymous with power, money, and influence. But the recent allegations against him have painted a very different picture, one filled with claims of exploitation, manipulation, and a lifestyle that many are calling deeply disturbing. Central to these allegations are the so-called freak-off parties, exclusive, secretive gatherings that, according to insiders, were anything but ordinary. These weren't just lavish celebrity get-togethers, they were reportedly something far more sinister. But here's the kicker. Whispers from Hollywood insiders suggest that some of the most powerful people in the industry, including Oprah, may have had at least an awareness of what went on at these events. Now, does that mean Oprah herself was a participant? Not necessarily, but the idea that she might have turned a blind eye to Diddy's alleged behavior is enough to make people question everything they thought they knew about her.
Understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day. And now there's talk about putting him in, it's like a bubble. It's like a cell that has like a plexiglass wall in it where they have inmates watching you. That's actually their job, to keep an eye on the inmates that are on watch.
Let's break this down. The so-called parties Diddy is accused of hosting weren't your typical red carpet affairs. According to lawsuits and insider accounts, these events were meticulously planned and catered to the whims of the elite. Guests were required to sign strict confidentiality agreements, ensuring that whatever happened behind closed doors stayed there. And let's not forget the rumors of hidden cameras scattered throughout Diddy's properties. Reports claim these cameras captured footage of high-profile attendees in compromising situations, footage that Diddy allegedly kept as leverage. If that's true, it raises a chilling question. How many people knew about these activities, and how many chose to stay silent?
Some people do think that Diddy can help him, but this guy's going to be locked up forever. His case will probably take at least 3 years to litigate. He'll stay at MDC. There's rumors that he wants to go to Essex County Jail in New Jersey because he doesn't like MDC. He's a Marshals inmate. There's no way they're going to transfer him back and forth, I don't know, several times a week.
And that's where Oprah's name starts coming up. People are wondering, if Diddy was operating at this level for years, how could someone as connected and influential as Oprah not know? After all, she's been a key player in Hollywood for decades. She's rubbed elbows with everyone who's anyone, from moguls to movie stars. Could it really be possible that she remained oblivious to Diddy's alleged behavior? Or is it more likely that she, like so many others, chose to look the other way to protect her own interests?
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
Now, let's not forget Oprah's history of association with powerful men who later found themselves at the center of controversy. Remember her glowing praise for Wow Didaeus, or John of God, as he was known? Oprah once called him inspiring and featured him prominently on her show. Fast forward a few years, and Zhao was accused of unspeakable acts against hundreds of women. While Oprah distanced herself from him after the allegations surfaced, critics have questioned how someone as savvy as Oprah could have championed him in the first place. Was it a simple case of being fooled, or was it something more calculated? Then there's the Harvey Weinstein connection. Oprah was famously photographed with Weinstein at numerous events over the years, and while she later condemned his actions, some have accused her of benefiting from their association when it suited her career. Rose McGowan, one of Weinstein's most vocal accusers, even called Oprah as fake as they come, accusing her of supporting a problematic power structure for personal gain. With this track record in mind, it's not hard to see why people are raising their eyebrows at the idea that Oprah might have been aware of Diddy's alleged activities. Could she have been one of the many Hollywood insiders who looked the other way?
This is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now, I think it really underscores the magnitude of what he's facing and the weight of the federal government.
But it gets even murkier. Some reports suggest that Diddy's infamous parties weren't just attended by music industry figures, but also by Hollywood elites, athletes, and even political figures. If these rumors are true, it means that Diddy's influence stretched far beyond the entertainment world. And if Oprah was as connected as we all know she is, it's hard to imagine she wouldn't have at least heard whispers about what went on at these gatherings. So why hasn't she spoken out? Is it possible that she felt it was safer to stay silent to protect her own reputation and connections?
I think it's to be expected, just the shock of this and the questions about what is ahead of us. I mean, how long is he going to be in custody? Is this an R. Kelly situation? Is he going to not get out for a number of years? Is he going to end up serving a long-term prison sentence from this? Or does he have a chance of beating these charges at a trial that could come, within the next 2 years?
And let's talk about those connections for a second. Diddy's empire wasn't built in isolation. He's long been known for his ability to network and form alliances with some of the most powerful people in the world. And Oprah, with her unmatched influence, would have been a natural ally. The two have been photographed together on multiple occasions, always appearing friendly and supportive. But now, with all these allegations coming to light, those photos are being looked at in a very different context. Were they just two celebrities showing mutual respect? Or was there a deeper, more troubling connection at play? Adding fuel to the fire are claims from insiders like Katt Williams, who've hinted that the entertainment industry operates on a level most people can't even comprehend. Williams has spoken openly about the dark side of Hollywood, describing it as a place where power and influence often come at a moral and ethical cost. When he talks about refusing invitations to certain events or distancing himself from certain people, it's hard not to wonder if he's referring, at least in part, to figures like Diddy, and, by extension, those who might have supported or enabled him.
We have always said it is about the children. It's not just about me. Never just made it about me. I'm just the loudest one.
And then there are the lawsuits. As more and more people come forward with allegations against Diddy, the scope of his alleged activities is becoming harder to ignore. Some of these lawsuits involve claims that people were pressured or coerced into situations they didn't agree to, while others allege outright exploitation. If even a fraction of these claims are true, it paints a damning picture of how Diddy operated, and raises serious questions about how much others in his circle, including Oprah, might have known.
So I'm telling you right now, a lot of people don't want to get it. There's enough of you to do something, anything. And there's so many of you able to get loud.
Of course, Oprah has her defenders. Her fans argue that she can't be held responsible for the actions of others, even if she was friendly with them at one point. They point out that she's done more good in the world than most people could dream of, from building schools to championing important social causes. And they're not wrong. Her contributions are undeniable. But as Katt Williams and others have pointed out, good deeds don't erase bad choices. If Oprah did know about Diddy's alleged behavior and chose to stay silent, what does that say about her moral compass?
But if there is one, can you read between the lines? There's a call from the prisons. Someone thinks that they have a green light on us that they don't even know what they're talking about.
And let's not forget the broader implications of all this. If Oprah, one of the most respected and admired figures in the world, could be connected to someone like Diddy, what does that say about the entertainment industry as a whole? How many other powerful figures are hiding skeletons in their closets, protected by their wealth and influence? It's a question that's been asked time and time again, but with every new scandal, it becomes harder to ignore.
But there's also strategic reasons for the prosecutors to want him to have co-defendants, because right now he hasn't waived his right to a speedy trial, which would force prosecutors to take him to trial pretty quick, which they actually might not be ready to do. But if they supersede him and have co-defendants with him, it makes it a lot easier to pursue a trial continuance without him waiving his speedy trial right.
As more details emerge about Diddy's alleged activities, the pressure on those around him, including Oprah, is only going to grow. People want answers. They want accountability. And they're not going to stop asking questions just because someone has a shiny public image. The days of sweeping things under the rug are over, or at least they should be. So where does this leave Oprah? For now, she hasn't commented on the growing speculation about her potential connection to Diddy's controversies. But, as the saying goes, silence speaks volumes. Whether she likes it or not, her name is now part of the conversation, and people are going to keep digging until they find the truth. The real question is, will Oprah address these rumors head-on, or will she continue to let her public image do the talking? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going and see if we can unravel this intriguing celebrity mystery together. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more celebrity gossip and intriguing stories. Until next time.